Hi everyone, Sarah here. Welcome back to Sarah's Tech. Let's talk about Apple. The WWDC 2026 keynote has officially wrapped up, and just like we expected, Apple unveiled the next generation of software for all its devices. From major iPhone upgrades to smarter AI features and redesigned experiences across the ecosystem, there's a lot to cover this year. So in this video, we're breaking down the biggest announcements, the coolest new features, and everything coming soon to your iPhone, iPad, Mac, Apple Watch, Vision Pro, and more. Trust me, some of these updates are much bigger than they first appear. Let's dive in. Apple did the keynote a little differently this year. Generally, we would start with Tim and then he would lead to Craig, and from there they would go into each individual system. While we did start with Tim and he went to Craig, this year they didn't go, okay, this is what's new in iOS, this is what's new in macOS, this is what's new in watchOS, this is what's new in tvOS. They said we're focusing on 3 specific things, and they just went into those 3 categories and told you how things are improving in each category, and they mentioned each system, or most of the systems at least, as they went through those categories. They started by telling us how they improved on design, and they also confirmed the long-rumored liquid glass slider. They reworked some icons and added sidebars in a couple of places. We also got some updates in speed. Launching an app is now 30% faster. AirDrop is 80% faster. Taking a picture and loading that picture is now 70% faster. Browsing on the internet is now 5% faster. We got a couple of other updates too. The iCloud Share is now Android compatible, so they'll be able to add photos to that. For those of us ladies that use the health app, I certainly do, we have menopause and pre- and postmenopausal things in there. You also have custom EQ for your AirPods, and the panoramas in the Vision Pro have been updated. They also had a segment about child safety with their devices and how there are different features to make the devices safer. They did mention that a lot of these features are automatically on once you have a child account and the child is under 13. Over 13, you can add them as well. Earlier I mentioned that rather than do WWDC by the OS systems, they had 3 categories this year, and they talked about these categories in regards to all their OSs. These categories were platform improvements, trust and safety, and Apple Intelligence and Siri. Regardless of how they did it, we still got confirmation on a lot of our rumored and or expected features. We got confirmation on the Photos app, we got the reframing tool, we got confirmation on the Safari groups, as well as, of course, the liquid glass slider. We got confirmation on the new image playground redesign, as well as the feature that will allow you to split bills if you go out with people and you want to split the bill between you. We got confirmation on creating shortcuts automatically. We also got a feature called Notify Me. So say you're looking for something online and you find what you want, but it says that it's out of stock. Or maybe you don't. Or maybe you just can't buy it right now. So you put it into Notify Me, and when the object comes back in stock, Safari or wherever will notify you, so you don't have to keep the tab open in Safari for a month, refreshing it every day, waiting and waiting and waiting until it says back in stock for you to order it. You'll get notified when you can do so. As I said, they did not do their normal thing of splitting it up by each operating system. One specific thing they did mention about iOS is that it's compatible back to the iPhone 11, which is good because rumors prior to today were saying that the iPhone 11s were getting dropped this year. Now, when it comes to iPad OS, you'll need an iPad with at least an A13 chip to get the update. However, to use Apple Intelligence, the requirements are higher. The iPad mini needs at least an A17 chip, while the iPad Air and iPad Pro require at least an M1 chip. Also keep in mind that this update is only compatible with Macs powered by M1 chips or newer, so if you're still using a Mac with an Intel chip, you won't be able to update to macOS 27. In regards to macOS specifically, we did get a couple of things. Siri is now integrated into Spotlight, and we will have visual intelligence via a keyboard shortcut. As with the rest of the new Siri, the Mac can answer questions based on what is on the computer. Vision OS got a new Siri feature that can be placed anywhere. In regards to Apple Watch, you need to be wearing at least a Series 6 to get watchOS 27. Anything older will not be updatable. As far as the new Siri itself, they're calling it Siri AI, and we got pretty much everything that was rumored. As usual, the first developer betas will be released today. The final versions will be made available to everyone this September, while the first public betas are expected to arrive sometime next month. Now, if you want to download today's beta but don't have a developer account, I actually made a previous video showing you exactly how to do that, and it's completely free, so definitely go check that out. But keep in mind, whether you install the developer beta today or wait for the public beta, there will likely still be bugs, performance issues, and unfinished features. So if you're not comfortable dealing with that, I definitely recommend waiting until September when the final stable versions officially release. As for me, I do plan to download the beta today, and I fully understand the risks that come with it. And if I don't upload anything before then, my next video will most likely be covering the iPhone 18 announcement, just like always. So make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next upload. Sarah out.